Welcome to this lecture. So in the previous lecture we made a payload that is going to take a screenshot from the client and get the information back to the server. So this will be quick lecture now in order to just log the client. So we'll just use some command to log the PC of the client. So let's get started. So first of all, as always, we have to add the command to our send command method. So I'll just go over here. So now we have to add one more command, and in this case I'll just say if the string choice that is given by the user is maybe --yux1. so you could see if this is the case --yux1, then let me just make a method, or basically we can just send now some information to the server to log. So I'll just say send, and first of all, in order to send, the information should be encoded. So I am just encoding this log information and I'm just sending this to the client. So let's go to the client part, which will be interesting, and let's go over here, and we have this backdoor.py file. And here, first of all, we have to just go over here because this is where we will receive the data from the server. So after we just go here, that is in the screen, I want to make another elif statement, and here if that the string data that is sent from this user, or basically from the server, is the log, again it is the log. And if you see, this is because we have sent log as information from here in this send command. This was the encoded information. We check for that encoded information over here, and if it is the case, then I'm going to make a method to do that, which is to log the system. So let's make this method after maybe screenshot. So I'll just create this method over here. So I'll just say this method should be log method, and this is really interesting method. So what you need to do is simply you have to make use of ctypes module. If you remember where we have used this ctypes module, it is to just take log or control over the system administration or a privilege, or basically the WMI task, which is a window management instrumentation task. We have done this, that is the ctypes usage, in maybe over here. So you can see that it is done to just download this DLL library in order to run our backdoor in this sandbox. So this was done before, so we'll make use of the same ctypes module and WinDLL, which is basically to say that we want to interface with this DLL. And now it is user 32, which is the system, and here we will have this method, which is log workstation method, in order to log your system. So this will be the method that is going to be executed, and basically this method will just log your PC. So this is the method. So you could see we have just used one line statement in order to log the PC. So what we just did is we make use of this ctype module, and we have this interface, which is WinDLL, which is going to load the DLL or basically do WMI tasks or something like that, is the process creation tasks or management tasks. And after that we use this method to log our workstation. And now let me save this first. And first of all, let's run our Kali machine, and over here we'll just run our backdoor because we have to have first listener. So I'll just say stop and rerun. We don't have any error over here. Let's go back to this machine, which is our client. Let's open this CMD over here. Let me just rerun again. I'll say I want to go to the desktop where we have this Python file, and that is backdoor.py. So I think we should have get the connection, obviously. So instead of just listing out, we know there is a connection, we'll just interact with this connection. So now if you just remember, the command was --yux and 1. So this was the command in order to log the system. So I'll just put, that is the window machine right here. So let me just make this smaller over here, and let's see if we can log this system or not. So okay, it should be, I have to first click on that, and I'll just get back you. So I'll also make this smaller so is to see. So you could see in both of these picture, I have here the server side, and in this right hand side we have the Kali machine, and here this is the window machine. So let's see if we can log this system or not. So if I just hit enter now, you could see it has been directly logged. So this system has been logged. So in the same way, you can just execute the shutdown command and it will just execute that shutdown. So you could see that this is the way to log the system. So in the next lecture we'll just make complete CMD hijacker. So that will be interesting lecture. See you in the next one.